everybody, one of the most frequent questions that I get asked is how do you create such juicy, shiny looking strawberries? To get a really realistic looking strawberry does take quite a bit of work, which is why I've prepared a whole step-by-step tutorial on my website showing you exactly how to do it, including which colours to use and which brush techniques. But here I'm going to specifically show you how to do the shine itself. Okay, so the key thing is that you need to start off by leaving the shine areas with no paint on them whatsoever. And for that, you're going to need a really accurate drawing. And for that, you're going to need to work from a photograph, or at least I need to. That's the only way you're going to get those highlights to stay in exactly the same place for as long as you're going to need them to in order to do the painting. So I always start by taking my own photograph using the macro function, and from that scaling up to much bigger than life size, and then doing an accurate drawing, including marking in all the highlights. On here you can see that the highlights are the main highlight at the top, and then a lot of curved highlights underneath the seeds, and also some curved highlights at the edges. So then I build up layers of the red flesh colour paint, leaving completely the highlights. So you end up with something where the contrast is very, very strong. It's starting to look a bit strawberryish, but it looks very artificial and very cartoon-like at this point because our highlights are far too strong. And that's particularly true of the highlights on the edges of the strawberry on the sides, which are not anywhere near as light as the other highlights. So I'm taking here a neutral grey colour. I'm taking it very watery and I'm applying it in a wash over those highlights at the edges. I've made sure that the red paint underneath is dry, so there's not any mixing happening. Okay, now the next stage is that looking again mainly at the sides initially, having taken them a little bit darker, I can now see that my other highlights need to come darker too. So I'm mixing up a different colour here. It's actually that neutral grey, but with some of the red that I've been using for this flesh of the strawberry mixed in, keeping the mixture still very, very watery. And then just really paying close attention to the photograph and applying this slightly darker mixture everywhere it's required. And here I'm starting to work on the main highlight, just using the tip of the brush. What I'm doing here is I'm just recreating some of the marks that I'm seeing on the strawberry in the photograph, and they're the kind of marks that really do give us a sense of it being a reflection there. And then there's just some finishing touches, which is working into the edge. Again, it's using exactly the same mixture of the watery paint, making sure that the tonal contrast levels are just right within the picture. Working with a smaller brush here and just picking out some of the additional details that again I'm just seeing in the photograph in front of me. So there you have it, a juicy strawberry. Have a go yourself, or come and have a go at the tutorial where I show you step by step how to do it. If you've enjoyed this tip video, then please check out Watercolours with Wow. It's an online workshop with me, Anna Mason. Membership is free and gives you all my free video tips in one place, the lowdown on the materials I recommend you use, forums to get help and support from other workshoppers, and affordable step-by-step video tutorials available on demand from as little as £20 or $30. So come and say hello to me there. Thanks for watching.